Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction show. In tonight's show, we are going to be reacting to Ruben Amorim's press conference for the Tottenham Hotspur game in the UEFA Europa League final. Also, we're going to listen to Ange Postecoglou's press conference as well. And also with Ruben Amorim today in the press conference was Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire. Now, they're playing it on Sky Sports News earlier on. So I've heard certain bits and pieces, but I've not heard all the press conference. So what I do in these sorts of streams is I react to the press conference and I may stop it halfway through if I hear something interesting or if I need to hold someone accountable. I stop it and then literally give my thoughts and opinions on the comments, what has been said in the press conference by maybe the manager or the journalist. But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in already this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button as I upload plenty of Manchester United content on this YouTube channel. F1 content as well, I upload. Make sure you are subscribing as well to my Mr. Joshy J Football channel. Now, literally, I am running a poll on this channel, so make sure you go to the community section. I'm asking you guys which channel you'd like to see me talk about other football teams. On this channel or my football channel, you have until I think it's the 8th of June, so you got plenty of time to vote yet, guys. But yeah, big up to every single one of you, and please subscribe as well to this channel. Like I said, you're into Manchester United content, F1 content, and pinned on top of the live chat and in the descriptions of this video is my channel membership. Yes, I have a level 1 and level 2 membership. So if anyone wishes to become a channel member today, you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat or just press the join button because that will take you straight to my membership page. So you can select which level you want, and if anyone wishes to help fund my YouTube channel, then by all means do so if you wish to. Of course, I never force memberships, and I don't have to gift them out. But as a content creator, I do gift out memberships because it goes towards my income and that, which is brilliant. Because obviously, not only do I do this now as a hobby, I'm doing this as a business. Yep. So I love it, absolutely love it, and I love the interaction with you guys when I'm live as well. And the fact we're doing it on the PC now, see, we can have different backgrounds as well, which is absolutely amazing. Right, we got someone in the building. Let's have a look. Comments, here we go. In your own time. Here we go, Michael.ChelseaFC. Here he is. Come on. Big up Joshy J. The Latics are heading to Wembley, mate. Absolutely dominated York City tonight. Yep, I commented on your community post at Geezer saying that your boys did it. So, yeah, well done and good luck in the playoff final. Should be interesting. Yeah, well done to Oldham Athletic. Brilliant. But yeah, the game itself, I'm starting to usually get a bit nervous. Yeah. Oh, big up to you out the left one. Of course, the name MVO is his nickname. Hi, Josh. Don't care about football. I'm going to sleep. Just come by to say hello and take care, mate. Oh, thank you. Big up to you, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks for popping in, mate. But yeah, now it's getting closer to the final. I am on the edge of my seat. I really am. Oh, wow. Hmm. Yeah, cheers, mate. Think how nervous I'm going to be during the live watching on people, because I really am. I don't think I'm going to be able to relax people. But yeah, I mean, as Stanley 15 says, it's probably the biggest final of his lifetime, which I get that. I understand that because, he's probably never experienced like a European final before. So, yeah, but yeah, wow, unbelievable. But it is going to be interesting what was mentioned in the press conference. Of course, I heard certain bits and pieces of it, and of course, I heard the word context. Denley 15, big up to you, mate. Good evening. Yeah, I just mentioned your name, mate, saying that this is probably the biggest European final of your lifetime, which no doubt about it, it will. You never experienced a big European final before. Well, obviously not as big as the UCL. Let's get it right because the UCL is literally the top dog of football. Like the Carabao Cup is the equivalent to the Conference League, and the FA Cup is the equivalent really to the Europa League, and the Champions League is the equivalent to the Premier League. So, yeah, there's only one competition really I want us to be lifting is the UCL, of course, but unfortunately, we're nowhere near that stage yet. It's going to take a long time for us to literally get to that stage again. Even if we do win the competition tomorrow and we're in the UCL, my goodness me, it's going to get absolutely peak for us next season. It really is. I mean, with this current squad, yes, I know we've pretty much agreed a pre-contract with Cunha, and no doubt about it, he's going to see huge improvement on Hoyland and Sirski, but 65 million or 66 million, oh, still a lot of money and a massive gamble, but I'm happy because he is much better than Sirski and Hoyland, but I'm not happy with the fee. Again, we seem to overpay the odds of players. This is what Manchester United cannot seem to snap out of at the end of the day, is overpaying the odds of one player. Yes, I know 66 million or whatever isn't the most expensive. Like when we spent 89 million on Paul Pogba or 89 million on Harry Maguire and all them, but it's still quite a lot of money, and it's a huge gamble for a player who's 25, I think Cunha is. So, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But I do feel he's going to see a massive upgrade to what we got already. 100% people. So, right, here we go. It's only in the Europa League, geezer, for all of us. It's about the Champions League. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the Conference League is like the equivalent to the Carabao Cup, and the Europa League is the equivalent to the FA Cup, and the Champions League is like the equivalent to the Premier League. This is what Manchester United is all about, getting into the European final. It's not Champions League, but it's still big. Yeah, it is. Good evening, Hayden Cox. Good evening, Mr. I wasn't expecting you on so soon because I thought you might be at work still, mate. Because I know you do sometimes work at Asda this time of night, or if you just finish your shift, mate, or if you got this week off. Manchester United needs Madueke, Sanchez, and Disasi next, bro. Get out here, man. No, thank you. They can stay miles away from my football club. Thank you very much. You lot can keep them, geezer. Oh, that stream the other night where I was getting absolutely cooked and roasted by you and AK. Oh, it was funny as fuck, honestly. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yes, I'm here still. I've got on my earphones. I'm allowed to. The shop is shut. Oh, right. Okay. That's fair enough then, Hayden Cox. Oh, big up to you, mate. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I already, like I said, I already know the word context has been mentioned by Ruben Amorim, but I'm going to listen to all the press conference. The bits they're showing on Sky Source really was only highlights. So, yeah, again, we're just going to play it on my personal phone, doing the same. Obviously, we don't have to literally hold the phone. I can just rest my personal phone on the desk and we can just hear it in the background. Let's just get my phone unlocked. Here we go. It's looking at how about that? It's the first thing what's come up in my list. That's unbelievable. You just couldn't make this up. So yeah, let's get on with it. Make sure the volume is turned up enough. Should be okay. Here we go. Yeah, it was great. Yep.
Good evening and welcome to the Manchester United Matchday -1 UEFA Europa League 2025 final press conference. We're joined by players Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire, as well as coach Ruben Amorim.
Does Manchester United really need D-Lap for him? It's a great move, but we need quality players. D-Lap isn't there. Oh, mate, he's not Manchester United standards at all, Denley 15. Over 62 million for Cunha. False. Like I said, he is better than Sirski and Hoyland, but it's a massive gamble paying all that money for a 25-year-old. So I say not sustainable for the elite high standards of Manchester United's football club. Right. Here we go. Let's get on the press conference, people. And yeah, I will come back to you guys very shortly.
Questions, please, in either English, Spanish, or Basque, and answers will be given in one of the same languages. Over to you.
Thanks, Simon.
Hi, Ruben. Just wondering how the team's looking. We saw Euro training earlier and Delo and Xerxes. I don't think we were expecting him to be involved when you said he was out for the rest of the season. So what's the situation there?
Me neither. So they recover quite well. They push. Of course, we respect the feeling of the player, but we push a little bit because they wanted to be part of the team, and that is a very, very good sign. And it's very good for us. Of course, they are limited in the minutes for the game, but they can help us to win the game. The lead is out.
Son.
Hi, Ruben. This has been such a strange kind of season with victories in Europe and then disappointing defeats and some harsh comments.
I mean, a strange season. Oh, yeah, you can pretty much say that because how come we're 16th in the Premier League and we've reached a European final? I mean, you just couldn't make it up, could you?
What are your views on this game and whether it would mask what's happened over the last few months or whether it would give you a new future?
A new future for me, I think, is not the case, but it's going to help us to finish the season. Maybe people will look at our team in a different way because winning
No. Even if we win the Europa League, like I said, I'm not forgetting about our finishing position in the Premier League because to me, it should not be forgotten. Definitely not. And I will not remain quiet about it either.
European title is really important. But again, nothing is going to change our season. Players know, everybody knows, the staff knows, the fans knows. But winning European title can help us to have that feeling that can help us to build the future.
Dave.
You've spoken very honestly about this season, the challenges on and off the pitch, with the cutbacks at the club and the redundancies. I know you're not thinking this way, but if you were to lose tomorrow, that may lead to more kind of issues like that. So in that sense, are you playing for just more than yourselves tomorrow night? Are you playing for the futures of staff and a much bigger cause?
Again, I think it's not the case. We are doing things that we need to do it. But for example, I came from the club that in order to survive and to maintain players, you need to be in Champions League. This is not the case. Our club can have revenues without Champions League. It's a big club. It's a massive club with a lot of fans around the world. It's a big brand. So we just need to be focused and do the things in the right way. So I don't see like that, but I'm always playing for more than myself. I'm coaching for my players, for my staff, and especially for our fans.
Rob.
Bruno, if that's okay. I know there's lots of talk around this game, getting into the Champions League, the revenues, all that kind of stuff, and all the players and the manager have been very cautious about calling it a successful season. But there's only been 5 United captains who have lifted a European trophy, and that beyond everything, it feels like there is a chance for this team, for one of your players to make history tomorrow night.
No, obviously, we know, we talk about the Europa League, and the Europa League is everything that is in our minds because we play the final tomorrow, and we can be successful in the Europa League, in this competition. Obviously, we know in the Premier League we haven't been as good as we want, and all the other cups the same, because our aim is always to get into the end of the competitions and win the trophies. Obviously, as you said, I'm not here thinking that I'm going to be one of the captains lifting.
Which that is the aim in elite sports, is to win. And of course we want to be lifting that trophy 100%.
The European trophy obviously is a very good feeling. I'm very proud of it. But at the same time, for me, the main thing is that our team gets to bring the trophy back to Manchester, because everyone will have the time to lift the trophy one at a time or whatever. Main thing is that the red shirts lifting that trophy.
Take one over there.
Viaplay Norway. Question for the player and the manager. Tottenham, they have rested players into this game. Your build-up has been to play the best players of the best team. What kind of advantage do you feel you will get into this game by that build-up?
One advantage I say we have is that we have the experience winning this competition. Tottenham haven't, so that could let you go in our favour. But obviously, you know what they say, people, football is not played on paper, it is played out on the pitch.
Preparation for the game.
The advantage I don't know is you have to see the context. I don't know the context of Tottenham. What I know is that we have.
There you go. He's just mentioned that buzzword twice. Context.
The last game against Bilbao, we had that game, and then we rest some players because of we were afraid of some injuries, and then we had a full week to prepare the game. And I felt with 5 days to the final, the best thing to prepare the final is to give time to the players to play. So I cannot respond from the side of Tottenham, but for me it was really clear. We need to compete. The best way to prepare something is to compete, and I had that feeling, and I pushed the players against West Ham in the end of the game, and I felt that against Chelsea we should show something, and to prove that when we are focused, when we play our game, we can control any game in any place. So it was a good day to compete, to prepare
The problem we have is half of the time we just cannot seem to find the back of the net. We just do not seem to have any clinical finishers. The only ones I can think of really are Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, and yes, I know Højlund has got a good record in the Europa League, but he's not been good enough in the Premier League. Only 2 or 3 goals in the Premier League this season? It's totally unacceptable, people. You simply cannot defend it. You really can't. I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? It's absolutely getting the narrative right.
final. That was the idea.
Okay, one over there.
Hola, buenas tardes. Tengo una pregunta para Bruno Fernandes. Me gustaría formularla en euskera, si es posible. No sé si tenéis
Fernandes. I would like to ask you in Basque.
No, yo entiendo.
That's okay.
¿Entiendes en vasco?
¿En vasco?
No,
Sí, por eso. Te digo que me gustaría formularla en euskera.
no.
I do understand Spanish, but not Basque.
Bi gol sartu zenituen finalerdietan hemen San Mamesen. Uste duzu bihar bi gol sartuta ere, zuk sartuta, nahikoak izango dira titulu altzatzeko?
I think the translation that no entiende vasco tampoco el traductor.
Bruno, you scored 2 goals against Athletic de Bilbao last time. Do you think that scoring 2 goals tomorrow in the final would be enough?
En castellano, si quieres. Es una pena porque quería también que, bueno, pues hablar en nuestro...
I mean, the 2-goal lead is a bit of a cushion, but it can still get a bit nervy. So I say no, you're not guaranteed a victory. Maybe if you get a 3-goal cushion or a 4-goal cushion, then we can maybe have a different conversation. But a 1-goal lead, 2-goal lead, to me, is very risky.
Yeah, I'm here in English, sorry.
Te decía que hace pocas semanas en semifinales marcaste 2 goles aquí en San Mamés. Si crees que volver a repetir una actuación así, un doblete tuyo, podría servir para levantar el título mañana.
Ojalá, más que el doblete, el resultado que hemos obtenido, obviamente contexto muy diferente, obviamente jugamos contra un equipo que no había sufrido muchos goles, poder marcarles 3 goles aquí no es muy común. El ambiente en el estadio estaba increíble, fue uno de los mejores ambientes en que he jugado, pero obviamente mañana más feliz por tener más gente del United para ayudarnos y para que pongamos todo en el partido para obtener el resultado más positivo, que es ganar esta final.
Paul. Question for Bruno, please. Hi, not in Basque. Manchester United is obviously a club that's got a rich kind of history in Europe. You're an ambitious player. You always want to play at the top level. How important is it for you and the squad and the club as a whole that you are back at that kind of top table next year?
It's very important. I think the manager is being very clear with.
We need to be back to the correct end of the table next season. I mean, literally top 10 end, like finishing about what? 6th, 5th, something like that. Not down in 16th. I mean, come on, what are we doing here, people? Seriously, real talk, what are we actually doing? Right, before I carry on to the rest of it, I'll get to you guys. Cunha over Gutierrez or Osman. More shit business again for you guys. Big up Josh Wright. Love your video and your card today, mate, with your cap and sunglasses on. You look so class. You do, Josh Wright. Oh, thanks, Adam. Much appreciate that, mate. Yeah, I agree, Michael. You know, our football club, you know, they like to overcomplicate things. Right, let's carry on with the rest of the conference.
We want to be at the top of everything. Not only the Europa League, not only the Premier League. We want to be at the top of the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, everything we are involved. This club needs to be fighting for everything we have ahead of us. Obviously, knowing that it's not always possible to be in the finals, it's not always possible to be winning trophies. But our aim and our goal has to be always to be until the end of the competitions, fighting for the possibility of winning trophies, and that's what we want. Tomorrow we have a big chance in a competition where our aim since the beginning of the season was being in Bilbao on the final, and everything we have to focus is that we have a big game, a big final, and a big opportunity to get a silver.
Samuel.
Hi, Ruben. one of the main reasons that the club won a trophy last season in the FA Cup final was that Bruno's position changed and Rasmus Højlund didn't start the game. Have you given any consideration to playing the team without the striker, or do you not think your system is geared for that?
Our system is a normal system that can change the characteristics. It's not about the playing as a striker or without a striker. It's a system like any other that you can change the characteristics. But it doesn't matter what happened in the last final, because it was a different team, different competition, different context. So everything was different. I just focus on the way we play, the way Tottenham play, what we can do to be better than the last two games. So that was my focus, and not the last time that we won a cup.
Alex. Question for Harry. Winning 3 trophies in 3 seasons would be a great achievement, but I think one of the things that frustrates the United fans is that this team seem to have the capability to turn into performance in these big finals and big matches, but not week in, week out. Is that a frustration that's shared in the dressing room, and how would you solve that moving forward?
Yeah, of course it's a frustration. I think when you play for this club, you want to win every football match, and this season we've been far too inconsistent. We haven't won enough in the Premier League. It's not been good enough. We know that. The Europa League has been different. We've performed at a high level, and we have proven again this season that we can beat anybody. So, no, I'm sure next season we will improve an awful amount.
Yes, when you guys decide to perform is when we can beat teams. When you don't turn up, we are absolutely useless. So for that, yeah, I'm giving you lot the wooden spoon. Yeah, it's just nowhere near sustainable. If you can perform like this in the Europa League, where the fucking heck have you been in the Premier League? Seriously, dear me, man.
A full pre-season, and as players, we are looking forward to that, but we've got a big game tomorrow night, and that's first and foremost, and it's a special night, it's a special occasion, and we've prepared well the last few days, and it's one that we're looking forward to.
Take one over here.
Another question for Harry. My name is Omar Katuba, omarsports.com. How does it feel like to be performing and earning the plaudits of Manchester United fans once again after a very toxic beginning?
No, it's amazing to be back in the team and playing regularly. This season I've played a lot of football. But yeah, I think I don't take too much notice of the plaudits from the media and things like that. I think when you play for this club, you can be an amazing player, and the following week you can be the villain. So that's part and parcel of playing for this club. I don't read too much into it. I try and stay as level as I can, and just every game I go into it and try and do my best, and that's only what you can do.
I mean, Harry Maguire is a defender, but recently, playing as a false 9, my goodness me, it's like maybe you need to make him a striker or something, because the amount of goals he's been scoring from that position. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You couldn't make it up.
Chris.
Bruno, please. Hi, Bruno. Just following on from Paul's question before, you played in some big games at this club over the past 5 years or so. In terms of what's at stake this season and at stake next season, how big does this game compare to other ones so far?
No, every game that you have a chance to win a trophy is very big. But apart of that, every game at this club is massive. As Harry just said, this club is so big that from 1 week you can be the hero and the next one you're the villain. So
now we're not acting like a big football club at all. We're acting like a comedy football club, I say. I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, what, 16th in the Premier League? You think we're acting like a big club? Don't think so. Like, if the bottom 3 weren't so bad, we would be getting relegated this season. Let's get it right here, people.
we just play as a players. We just think of what we have ahead of us, and what we have ahead of us is a chance to get our hands on a trophy. It won't change the past. It won't affect what the past has done to us on tomorrow neither. But what can affect is the future, probably, yes. Obviously, winning a competition gives you more gives a lot of things. In this case, you get a place in the Champions League. It gets a lot of revenue for the club. It gets obviously more players wanting to come to the club. What I think that at this club, it doesn't change much in that aspect, because I think every player wants to play for Man United, and it's a thing that will never change, because the name of this club, it speaks for himself.
Maybe in the past, when we were an elite football club, the players were after thinking, yeah, we'll come to Manchester United because they're in the UCL and they're winning Premier League titles. But these days, really, we're in the same position as what Liverpool used to be in when they're out in the Champions League, and that they struggled to attract big players. And yeah, unfortunately, at times, we've had that.
But the main thing for us is to focus on what we have ahead of us. That is a massive final against a team that we know very well, but in a competition that is very different of the Premier League. So it's going to be a completely different game.
One at the back.
Question for Harry. Harry, in recent games, we've seen some really inspirational moves from you. I mean, your dribbles on the wing, your runs against Athletic Bilbao, for example. Is that some new part of tactical system, or is that your pure courage, inspiration, or something like that? Thanks.
The manager asked me dribbling every day in training up and down the wing. No, listen, I found myself on the wing against Bilbao, managed to put a good cross in, and Cassie scored the goal. But no, someone just asked me before that. Obviously, I've gone up front in the later minutes of the game. Tomorrow night, hopefully, I'm not going up front. I don't want to be going up front and chasing a game. I want to be defending a lead from a position in defence. So, no, I'm always there to help. I'm always there to do my best. But like I said, I'm more than happy playing in my favourite position.
Ian. Ruben, Helen, you sat on that stage 3 weeks ago and you said that winning could change the summer, but it wouldn't necessarily fix the problems. Just wonder, how big are those problems and how long will it take to fix them?
I think it's hard to speak about that in this moment because we need to be excited and confident. But we already know the problem.
What sort of question is that from the journalist? How long will it take to fix Manchester United? I tell you, until we sort this shit out, probably another 10 years, I say. And I'm not even joking.
There's a lot of things that we need to change in our club, the way we do everything during the week in Carrington, the recruitment, the academy. I think we need to improve. So it's hard to point one thing, and that will not be solved by winning a cup. So I think I will say it again. For me, we have bigger things to deal with that, to put this club back to the top. Tomorrow, it will be important for us, for our fans. That feeling of winning can help us to have the strength to do every job that we have to do it. And that's it. So we have a lot to do in our club, not just winning tomorrow, but tomorrow will be massive for us and our fans.
Okay, we need to get these guys to dinner, so we'll take one more on each side.
Get the guys to dinner.
Hi, Ruben. Ange Postecoglou has just been in here answering questions about whether he might still be in his job, whatever the result tomorrow. Are you sort of surprised, grateful that you don't seem to be under the same kind of pressure, despite the fact that your team has a similar record to Spurs?
I mean, what sort of question again is that from the journalist, saying that you're not under the same kind of pressure? Ruben Amorim knows he's under pressure. If Spurs beat us easily, then yeah, I can see us pulling the plug on him. I really can. I mean, whether I feel it's the right thing to do or not, who knows? But, we have to win this game. It is massive.
Who told you it's not easy?
He wants my job. He'll be a very, very good coach. But he has to work on it in his mindset. He doesn't know how to deal with people. No. I don't know. I know that in this kind of club, also in Tottenham, but especially Manchester United, is strange because you have some coaches that loses some games and they are sacked. It's hard to explain. I think people see what we are trying to do. I think people see that sometimes I'm thinking more in the club than in myself. People understand, especially the board, understand that we had a lot of issues that in the context is really hard. So I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain how the fans like me in this moment. So it's hard to explain. I will try to prove myself to the fans, to the board, but I don't have an explanation for you. But again, I think is a good thing for me. I never worry about that. That is a part of being a coach. And the most important thing, I know what I'm doing. And I explain everything again before. When we start, I explained about the storm. I explained all the problems that we have to the board. So I was so clear. I explained that I will not change my idea. So they know they cannot say one thing that I said to get the job and then I changed my mind. Was the opposite. I think the board can understand that. The fans can understand that. But we will reach a moment that we have to win no matter what. So I don't have an explanation for that.
Last question, Laurie.
Just one for Ruben. I just wondered how much of an influence extra time and penalties comes into your reckoning when you're making that starting selection tomorrow, because you've got a few options in different positions, it seems.
No, I just think the best starting 11 to start the game. Then it's really important to have options on the bench to change the game. Sometimes it's really important to win a final. I'm not thinking about going to extra time. Of course, we have that possibility, but we never think about that. Maybe in the final minutes you have two substitutions. One, you wait for the extra time. That you can have to think about the possibility. But in the beginning of the game, I just want to win the game really fast. But we know, and we prove against Lyon, if we have to score 3 goals in 6 minutes, we are able to do it, especially with our fans on the stadium.
Thank you very much,
you guys.
Thank you.
There we go. That's the end of the press conference. Ruben Amorim's. In a bit, I will get on to Ange Postologou's as well, because I want to hear what he says, because apparently he called out a journalist today, so that'd be very interesting. Let's go to you guys in the chat. Wow, 12 comments. You guys are mad. Seriously. Where is it? Big up. Oh, big up to you, Danny Night Sorting. Yeah, big up to you, mate. Good evening, as always. But it's the entries. All PR. What have I missed? Basically, I just been talking a bit about the game tomorrow and just listened to Ruben Amorim's press conference. I see it going to pens because both teams are shit. Manchester United and Spurs. I can't call it. Oh, bloody heck. I can't deal with a penalty shootout, man. No. Get it won in normal time, please. Can we rip them all a new asshole and give them all the wooden spoon if we don't win tomorrow night? I'm saying 2-1 United tomorrow. What you going with, mate? I'm going about that scoreline as well, I think, Adam Partridge, mate. Manchester United are having meetings with the lap agents, I heard. Manchester United will get absolutely battered in the Champions League next season. I hear for your club. I mean, yeah, with the squads we got, we will. You think Acuna and Gutierrez just like coming to United? We have to what we see in it, mate. Literally, I know Cunha is pretty much wrapped up, as apparently he signed a pre-contract, but yeah, Gutierrez, I think he might go somewhere else. So yeah, we could do with him. Yeah, read that one already by Downright Sorting. Whoever loses, I see Ruben Amorim or Ange getting sacked, possibly. Sir Gareth Southgate for you guys next. Get out here, man. Do not want him at my football club. No, thank you. That Jamie Jackson saying that, Josh, give him the wooden stream. Ruben and Aaron saying that. That word, don't see Josh saying. I wasn't. Was it Jamie Jackson? Was it? And of course, I was listening to that press conference so fast. So that was Jamie Jackson. Yeah, wouldn't sing for you. You run and cannot stand that person, honestly. Why would Gokares want Manchester United and that mess? Gokares, Osman could be worth £60 million, I heard. But stop pretending to be a chief, a chef. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, good one, mate. Good one. Right, okay. Right. Ange Postologi's press conference next. Let's go, people. Let's listen to that. We got to listen to that one. Ange Postologi. Big Ange. Ange chicken on a bowl. Here we go.
I've got the translation service there.
Okay.
No Greek, I'm afraid.
It's all right. It's okay. Struggle with your English, though.
We'll now resume the press conference with the Tottenham Hotspur coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Ramesh, please.
Yeah, I went to Wetherspoons for breakfast today, and then literally I went to my parents' house. So, yeah, I've done quite a bit today. This is going to be interesting, Ange Postologi's press conference. Before I get back to that, I'll just say big up to Sunshine FC, because she's live.
Especially not if we're in the losing side of it. Now, if we can get a blowout in, I'd love nothing more. But I just am not that realistic to even think that way.
Just say big up to her. And yeah. Sunshine FC.
We pull up at the not quiet. Yeah. 3-3 and 3-3. Karen, you keep changing your score on me. I don't like this. Big up, Joshy J. I hope you're doing well. 3-3 is crazy. You said we were going to win.
There we go. Well, I just said big up to Sunshine FC.
It's all right. It's okay. Struggle with your English, though.
We'll now resume the press conference with the Tottenham Hotspur coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Ramesh, please.
Hi there, Ange. Can we just start off, first of all, with team news and if Lucas Bergvall is fit and available to play?
Team news, pretty much the same as last week. Now Lucas isn't available, so pretty much the same as we were as of last week.
Ian, please.
Hello, Ian Dennis, BBC 5 Live. I was struck by your story the other week about the Stonecutters Creed, and it's not quite 101 games, but it is still a significant milestone for you. It's your 100th match in charge, and I just wonder how would you assess the impact that you have made in the last 2 years?
Yeah, hopefully that 101st blows tomorrow, mate, not on Sunday. It's hard to sort of kind of contextualise sort of the challenges of the last couple of years. I guess from my perspective, I came into the club with some pretty clear objectives about what the priorities were for the club in terms of taking over. Tried as hard as I can to kind of stick to that process of getting the club to a position where they can challenge for trophies and at the same time.
Are you saying you're trusting the process, Big Ange?
Rejuvenate a squad and change the playing style. It's been a fair assignment, and without its plenty of challenges along the way. But I guess with such a sort of big game tomorrow, there is an opportunity to kind of fulfil at least the main task I was sort of given, and that is to bring trophies to the club.
Just two quick ones, actually. I want to check Pat Matasar, then presumably
he's fine.
And secondly, just ask the players, Sonny and Porro, about the barbecue they had. Apparently you were quite keen on the players taking part in this kind of little bonding thing together at the training ground. Just wanted to ask about that.
That's what we're apparently going to do. We win the Europa League and a barbecue ourselves. I mean, get on here, man. A barbecue when you're 16th in the Premier League. I mean, you don't even deserve a bus parade, yet alone a barbecue. But nicer players will just show some effort. I mean, no, they should not be rewarded for how they performed this season. The only ones who deserve maybe a treat are Ahmed and Bruno Fernandes, because they've been playing for the badge every week. But the rest can fuck off, seriously. But stop being so brutal. No, this is my YouTube channel. We are a high standards YouTube channel. And if you don't like it, jog on, as Rich Moneymaker says.
No, it was player driven. Mate, I'm an Aussie. I'd never say no to a barbecue, so I didn't have to twist my arm. So, but yeah, no, it was player driven. The boys felt like it was a good time for them to sort of just have a kind of relaxing afternoon. We have the luxury at the training ground of a really nice sort of barbecue area. Unfortunately, I had to fulfill my commitments with you guys, so I missed the best of it. But they're the sacrifices I have to make, mate.
Mike.
I play Norway. It's of course a big and huge occasion. Two things: Champions League qualification and the trophy. But what would be the biggest thing? Is it to win the trophy itself, or to qualify for the next season Champions League?
As you said, great prize. You know the significance of Champions League qualification, what it means for every football club to get into the Champions League. It's there are the obvious benefits, but also you get the opportunity to play against the best in the continent. But the club's been in the Champions League before, hasn't won a trophy for a long time, so that's the most important thing.
Hi, Ange. If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons in the club's modern history. But kind of conversely, if you lose, it might be remembered for one of the worst league seasons in the club's modern history. I just wondered if you're kind of conscious that you're walking a fine line between kind of two very different types of infamy and history, really.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate. And you're really disappointed that you use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years...
Oh, strong words there by Ange Postecoglou.
Without any favours from anyone who's worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition, for you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
Good evening.
It's just a history that taught them.
Mr. Postecoglou, Simone Terno, yoursport.it. You played Manchester United 3 times this season, and you defeated all the 3 times. I'm kind of curious to understand, do you feel more pressure about this because you already did that and now you feel that you have to do it again? Or is it something that makes you more confident because you actually did it, so you can do it again? Which one is more, confident or pressure?
Neither, because it's a final and you know that those kind of things aren't important. I mean, if we had have lost all 3 games, your question probably would be, do you feel the pressure because you can't beat them? So what I do know is, and I've been in a situation a few times in my careers in the big games, even your form going into it, even if you've got terrible form, and there's been plenty of competitions where you go into it, it doesn't matter. What matters is how the players cope with the occasion tomorrow, how they cope with understanding the importance of the game. From both clubs, you just don't know how players will react to such a big occasion. And, you know, my role in that is to try and prepare the players in the best possible way, and also to prepare the players for Manchester United to be at their best. That's what you have to prepare for. And if you prepare that way and then you go out there and sort of play to the potential that you can, and you give yourself an opportunity. But I don't think it really matters what you've done before against any opposition when it comes to big games. Maybe in the league that it's a bit different, but I think in a big important final, everything gets decided on the day.
Here and back. João. Here.
No,
just
at the front first, please, and then we'll come to you. I thought you were throwing your voice there for a second.
And a lot of people seem to think this might be your penultimate game in charge. What do you think? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter, really. It doesn't matter, because the reality of it is the opportunity is the same for me, and more importantly for the club. I said before, whatever happens beyond tomorrow is kind of irrelevant when you think about the opportunity that exists right now, and that is to provide something special for this football club and for the supporters, and for everyone who's worked so hard, not just this year, but for the last however years, 15, 16 years been for a trophy, and 41 years for a European trophy. I think that, if I was worried about my tenure at this football club, fair to say we wouldn't be in this position, because I would have been distracted long ago. I'm pretty good at just sort of making sure that all my focus is on, giving this football club the best opportunity it has had for a while to do something special. And whatever happens after that, mate, I'm very, very comfortable that I'll continue on trying to win trophies wherever I am.
Now here. I'm João Barreto from Casa TV. We are from Brazil. I want to ask you about Richarlison.
Right, let's get to you guys in the live chat now. We will carry on listening to it, people. Come on. Come on, PC. Here we go. I reported another brown envelope on YouTube today. Well, yeah, they need to get in the bin, mate. You done much today? Yeah, I read that one. Big up. Yeah, big up to you, Adam Dar. Good evening, mate. Thank you for joining me as always, mate. Much appreciated. You should ask sunshine out, my geezer. Love your shirt, mate. Very smart. Yeah, I got this off of Timu Barber International. They're an outdoor make. Obviously, not sure they sound this sort of t-shirt or the logo's been put on, but still, I like it. I quite like their clothing, so yeah, that's why I bought it. Very smart. Thank you. Cheers, I appreciate that. It will be intense tomorrow. It will be, Adam Dar. It really will, mate. Big Ange saying, mate, Josh, mate, yeah, absolutely. we know what Spurs DNA is. Yeah, but bottling it. But if they win tomorrow, then I egg on my face. Process, like I said, small club mentality. But trust the process, Mr. Joshy J. I only trust my own process. And besides, we don't want to sound like Arsenal fans, do we? I'll be celebrating as Spurs lose. Ange is a clown. I mean, he's too stubborn to change his style play. He always likes playing this high line, which I hope he does do that tomorrow, because we could call them problems. Is he Greek, Ange? Yes, he has got a bit Greek in him. So quickly he adapted to English life. He's Australian as well, so he's mainly Australian, but he does have a bit of Greek in him. Richarlison does have an opportunity. I think an own goal happens from one of them. Yeah, that might be the case. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Let's carry on with the rest of the press conference.
What is the difference when he plays and when he doesn't? What the team gain with him? And I heard that you came to Brazil like years, and you became a Vasco fan. Is it true?
Yeah, I have to be careful about who I support, because maybe I'll coach in Brazil one day and they'll tell me, and I end up, I don't know, it's Corinthians or something, and it'll cause me problems.
Corinthians.
Firstly, Richie, so pleased for him because he's had a tough time, Richie. Not just this year, but since he's been at Tottenham. He's had some injury problems. He's never really had a stretch of games, but and it's been very tough on him, both physically but also emotionally. But he's in a really good place now. Physically, he's worked really hard on his fitness, and he plays with so much passion and determination. Richie, every time he plays, he just gives 100%. He has quality as well, and it's great to have him in the team. I think for us, he provides something different to our other attacking players. He's already made a big impact for us in the Europa Cup, and particularly in the semi-final. And just really pleased for him that through all the difficult times he's had, he's now in a place where he's fit, he's available, and he's excited about contributing. And I've always loved Brazilian football. I actually played against Vasco da Gama in 1985. They came to Australia, and Roberto Dinamite was playing at the time, and I got his shirt, and I still have it. So every time I visited Brazil, there's always an association with Vasco. Obrigado.
Coach, καλησπέρα. Αλέξανδρος Ξενικάκης από την τηλεόραση του Αντένα από Ελλάδα.
Πού είσαστε?
Εδώ, στο βάθος. Συγχαρητήρια. Θα ήθελα μια πιο προσωπική ερώτηση να σας κάνω. Είστε ο πρώτος Αυστραλός αλλά και ο πρώτος Έλληνας που θα προπονήσει μια ομάδα στο τελικό. Ποια είναι τα συναισθήματά σας εν ώψη της αυριανής ημέρας? Γράφετε ιστορία και για το ελληνικό ποδόσφαιρο. Αν θέλετε να μας πείτε και δύο κουβέντες στα ελληνικά, θα μεταφράσω εγώ την ερώτηση στα αγγλικά. The question is about your personal thoughts. You are the first Australian and also Greek guy to coach a team in the European final. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that, because I think it's kind of what I was saying before, that just to me, to be in this position where I've come from. I was born in Greece. I'm very proud Greek. My father made sure that I understood where our roots were and what it means to be Greek, and I've carried that through my whole sort of life. And I grew up in Australia, and in the other side of the world, where football, unfortunately, wasn't a prominent sport. But my father, he took his love of football from Greece to Australia, and he worked really, really hard. As I've said before many times, my mum and my dad, they left their home country, their family, everything they knew for their kids, for me. And I hold that dear to my heart. And he's not with me today, but he is with me all the time. So I feel it very strongly, I feel, I love.
Bit like my grandpa, always with me, and he's the reason why I started supporting Manchester United.
Being Greek, I love that I was brought up in Greece. I think we'll all retire one day. And I love that I grew up in a country in Australia where, even though football wasn't, a big sport, when you grow up in Australia, you also have the attitude that when it comes to sport, you'll take on anyone, doesn't matter how big or small they are. And I'm proud of my roots in both. So,
Hi, Ange. I want to ask if how important Captain Son is come back from injury. Like how much do you trust him, and how his experience can motivate to the younger players as well?
I mean, Son is very experienced, but he definitely misses Harry Kane, because Harry Kane and Son were literally the dream team. And these days it's like half the time Son is not getting the same service, and also he has picked up a few injuries now and again. So, but he is still top player, Son. But the one player they're going to miss the most, of course, is James Maddison. James Maddison being out is absolutely huge. Let's get it right.
Yeah, massive to get Sonny back. We were a little bit worried when he picked up the injury, because we just weren't sure, how long he was going to be out for. But he worked so hard and to make sure he was back, and really pleased the other night to see him, play 60, 70 minutes, and you can see his sharpness is coming back. But he's so important to the group. He's so important as a leader. He's such an important figure at this football club. And, it's a big motivation and driver for all of us, including me, to give him a trophy that his career deserves, because, again, he's a guy who's come from the other side of the world. Not many players have come from Asia and it's stayed in the Premier League, the top league in the world for so long, maintaining that excellence. And it would be great to kind of, cap that off with a trophy for him. But he knows, and we all know that we've still got to do the work. He's been in this position before, obviously, with the Champions League final, so he has that experience. I'm sure he'll pass that on to the players.
We've only got time for two more, so we'll go Dave and then finish with Alex, please.
Hi, Ange. Over here, Ange.
Oh, sorry.
Just following on from what you said to Matt, we've spoken to quite a lot of the players in the build-up to the final, and they're all very conscious about, the subject of your future. I just wondered, have you had to address that with them as a group?
No, because I think, again, that would be not really helping what is before us right now. I've said to the lads from day one, it's nothing's guaranteed in life. Nothing's guaranteed in sport. So you just got to try and make sure you take every opportunity before you, and that's what I've done.
One thing's for sure, North London's again were, 14th of May 2024, people. Don't forget that. Where Arsenal fans were supporting Tottenham Hotspur. I'm down here, man. Seriously, what a dark day for English football that was.
Whole career. I've been in this position before, where, the big game was the last game I managed. It's not unusual territory for me, and I've always navigated that pretty well, because for me nothing's more important than my responsibility to this football club and its fans that tomorrow me and the players' minds are only on one thing, and that is trying to create something special. Well, I mean, I qualified for a World Cup. I left, won the treble with Celtic and left. So, Alex.
I mean, come on, man. Winning well, it's not hard work winning a treble, is it? At Celtic, when literally they're the top team in Scotland and they don't hardly have any competition. I mean, Rangers are trying to keep up with them, but at the moment, Celtic are just miles clear of Rangers.
Finish, please. One at Brisbane, I left. It's actually more common than you think, so...
That sort of leads on to my question, actually, Ange, because I think the assumption is that your future will be decided purely by the hierarchy in the football club.
My future is assured, mate. Wouldn't be the first person who changes jobs, mate. We all change jobs. I'm sure you've had more than one job. My future's assured. I've got a beautiful family. I've got a great life. I'll keep on winning trophies till I finish, wherever that is. So,
yeah, bless up to your family. I hope they're well. And Big Ange, I really do. You know, rivalry aside, I hope your family are well.
Don't worry about my future, mate. My future is not entwined with anything. Right? My future is assured, you know, provided, God willing, my health remains and my beautiful family is beside me and my friends. There's nothing wrong with my future, mate. Don't stress, mate.
I meant specifically...
Sleep easy at night.
I will try.
I'll be okay.
I will try. But I meant specifically at Tottenham. Is there a scenario where you win the trophy and you think, actually, my job is done here?
No, because I don't think my job is done here. We're just, you know, I really feel like we're building something, and what a trophy does is hopefully accelerates that. So I still think there's a lot of work to be done. That's quite obvious with the way we've sort of, you know, the challenges we've had this year, which I think are well chronicled. But you know, I think there's some reasoning in that, in the context of that. But also, there's been some growth that I'd like to see through. But,
context.
You know, whether that
you said
happens
it
or
as
not,
well.
it's not that important right now. But I don't think, no, far from it, this job's finished, and I certainly feel like, you know, there's some growth there that we can take this club to where it needs to be.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes Tottenham Hotspur's pre-match press conference for the UEFA Europa League final.
There we go. That was Ange Postologou's press conference, people. I mean, it's a history to Tottenham where they do seem to bottle it. But if they don't bottle it tomorrow, then literally I've got egg on my face. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. But come on, we should be beating them. Right, let's get to you guys in the live chat. Should I? I think that'd be a good idea. Oh. Yeah. You must have found that interesting. You probably didn't know Ange Postologou had a bit of Greek in him. Guess what? I also have an update. Cristiano Ronaldo is connected to Brazil. Oh, wow. That's interesting, Adam Dar. I heard rumours that the Corinthians' biggest rivals, Palmeiras, and the three Brazilian clubs are Club World Cup are trying to get them. Oh, interesting. CR7. Yep, legends. My goats. Al Clownico. Yep. Daniel sorting. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher are brown envelope as well. They predicted Chelsea and Forest to miss out on Champions League football when they predicted Aston Villa to get UCL. But Villa are on good form, Daniel sorting. I think they'll beat us easily in our final Premier League game because, You know, it's like, I just want that game over, to be honest. I've got no mum. I lost her a few years ago, Josh, mate, but she always in my heart, mate. Don't forget her, mate. Absolutely, Adam. Facts, mate. Harry Kane link-up play. Yeah, but that's when Son Heung-min did the best of Harry Kane. I mean, let's get it right. James Maddison is no longer at Leicester City. Yep. Like your granddad all the way. Being your heart, Josh. Right. Big up to you. Yep. Big up to Adam. Can't believe Gary Lineker leading a match today. What best presenter he did. I mean, loads of people were happy he's leading him, but yeah, you know, I think he's done a good job hosting match today. I really do. I think there might be an own goal, and I doubt this goes to penalties. I mean, I hope it doesn't, because I won't be able to cope if it goes to penalties, Adam. I really won't, mate. You know, let's get it right here. I won't be able to cope, mate. Real talk. It'll be crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, right. Let's see. Should we see who is getting a membership tonight? Who is getting that membership tonight, people? Big summer for everyone, Josh, mate. Yes, it is, Adam. 100% agree with you, mate. Should we see who's getting that membership tonight? Right, so. Yep. One membership. Here we go. One membership gifted. Who's getting this one? Mob Boss. Congratulations, mate. You are getting a 1 month Mr. Joshy J membership. Congratulations. Right, let's do another one as well. Do one more. Who on channel tomorrow night, Josh, mate? What, can they live watch it on? Probably Denley 15 is joining me. Michael.Chelsea FC. Why? Literally got gifted the membership again. Yes. There you go. Michael.Chelsea FC. You have earned yourself another Mr. Joshy J membership. Michael.Chelsea FC got it. He did indeed. Yep, he has. Big up to Michael.Chelsea FC, who is a member for a second time. There we go. Big up, Michael, mate. Yep, absolutely. Yep. But yeah, some football fans, you know, they are deluded. I mean, yeah, right. We got to play certain clip for people. You know, how, you know, Arsenal fans and Tottenham fans act. We got to play it. We have to play this. One of my all-time favourite clips. I mean, not just because it sums them up and these fan bases up, but just the way this certain person is doing this interview, it's hilarious, honestly. It's just brilliant. Hang on. Get out here, man. Just want the main page. Why has it gone on to video for? Get out here, man. Hang on, here we go. When my PC decides to load up. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I pressed pause. Here we go. This is what sums up the football fan base sometimes. Let's get it right. Oh, we got it. Shut up. What are you playing for? Get out here, man. Here we go. Right. This is the video I want. Thank you very much. Dear me, what are we doing here, people? Seriously, real talk. What the fucking heck are we doing here? Here we go. Right, so we want, yep. Just going to get it up on the screen now. Oh, yes. This clip. Because, yep. And another YouTuber literally plays this clip as well. Because it's hilarious. Here we go then. Let's play it.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr.? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender,
Yes,
and you're
I
a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you? Now, we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You're having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active right now.
So what are
By
you doing with
choice.
this lady?
By choice.
By choice.
Yeah. I've just not. I've chosen not to engage.
Doesn't that make you gay?
What do you mean? Doesn't that make me gay? I am male and attracted to a female.
So who is gay?
I'm gay.
Yep, that is what some majority Arsenal fans and some Tottenham fans as well. I mean, let's get it right here, people. Yeah, let's absolutely getting the narrative thing right. I might come on after the game tomorrow and Josh, right? Yeah, that's okay. Arsenal fans are having both ways. Yep. I agree. Going out on Jamie Carragher predicted Chelsea Forest and draw on Monday Night Football. Yeah, why are you hiding behind a closet? Yeah, exactly. Michael played it. Yep. Arsenal tears, no matter what. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, perfect, Adam. Adam Partridge, that's spot on, mate. I'll be grand. Let's get it right. Excuse me. I'm releasing the Bundesliga video out. Okay, no worries. 2 hours. Awesome. Awesome, madam. This is another one. This is another one what sums some football fans up, where they get all zesty and that. I mean, let's get it right. They do. Here we go. The exact clip.
Weird.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's when football fans get all zesty.
Weird.
Yep. Absolutely. Super weird. Brogger versus Brogger. Yes, it is. Absolutely. But yeah, we have rants versus expressions. Charlie did not even got much views today in this stream. He only got 200 views, so 180 views. Do you think that is poor? I mean, not the best, because they're both brothers. Yes, they are expressions and rants. No rants and bants. Someone will get cooked. Yeah, they will. Absolutely. Yeah, they will get cooked. 100%, I agree. They will absolutely get cooked. Here we go. Let's go on to my page a second. Just waiting for my PC to load up. Right, let's have a look. Just going to check something out. Yeah, no, poll I set up, for asking my community which they'd like to see me talk about other football teams, which channel they'll like to see it on. So far, I'm running this poll until June the 8th. So I said, big up everyone. Big up everyone. Would you like my main channel to be one big football channel where I talk about all football teams? Or are you happy for Mr. Joshy J football channel to continue where things will carry on as it is, where I talk about other football teams on my football channel and just talk about Manchester United on here? Yep, that is on my community tab. So, yeah, hang on, I'll just bring it up on the screen for you guys so you can take a look at it. The weather cooling down. Yes, it is. Yeah, like rants I do, Josh, mate. What would be good for you on YouTube, people watching your stream? A bit tricky to say. Yeah, here we go. So basically, we'll get it up on the screen so you can have a look at the poll yourself, guys. You can have a look at that yourself. So, right, okay. YouTube. Share. We'll get that shared. Get it up on the screen, guys. So I'm just going to full screen that a second. Here we go. Here we go. Now you can have a look. So, yeah, this is a poll I'm currently running on my channel. So, yeah, I said, big up everyone. Would you like my main channel to be one big football channel where I talk about all football teams? So, basically, talk about all different football teams on this channel. Or are you happy for Mr. Joshy J Football channel to continue? I mean, I'm running that until 8th of June, that poll. So whatever channel you want to see on, get voting, guys, because it'd be great. It really will. So, yeah, just go on to the community section and you'll find it. So, yeah. Exit full screen. Here we go. So basically, that is where you find it. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, so just go on to the community section, mate. I'm not even voted yet. Adam Dar just putting his channel in there. What was it like at Wenger Sings, Josh? I love Wenger Sings, Josh, mate. Very nice, Adam. I had the breakfast wrap with 2 sausages, 2 hash browns, and a cherry Pepsi Max. That's what I had. Yep. So, going back to the poll, it's a bit like when I was asking which channel you like to see my F1 videos on, and pretty much most of you voted for my main channel. So that's why I moved all my F1 content back to my main channel. So I'm giving you guys the opportunity to vote because, if you want Mr. Joshy J Football channel to continue, then that's fine. Or if you just want to see it on this channel, then anyway, I'm not worried. I'm really not. I'll do whatever the community wants. I voted now. Ready? You should refresh. Look, daylight sorting. Look, mate. I'll refresh it. Here we go. When it decides to load, sorry, it's acting a bit slow at the moment. Should be coming up in a second. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. We are getting closer, guys. Come on. Load. All football teams main channel. Hang on, we'll full screen that. So, yeah, but you guys can see that for yourself. When it comes up, guys. There we go. All football teams main channel. Look, all them legends there, look. Giggs, Beckham. Oh, that was 17. Oh, 9 votes. Wow. Okay. Wow. So the main channel is flying. So it looks like soon I'll be running just one YouTube channel if that's the case. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm running it for about a month. So people still got plenty time to have their say. Because I honestly don't mind which channel I would do it on, but I think if I do it just all on one channel, it really could like take this channel to next levels. It really could. And a shorts channel where I review foods and that for 60 seconds, give my thoughts on trying, like, say, food for 60 seconds. The shorts channel, that is possibly still in the works as well. So that'd be a channel just dedicated to a shorts channel where I talk out things for 60 seconds. But yeah, big ups to every single one of you who is voting on this poll. Much appreciated. Appreciate that a lot. Here we go. I'll get to you guys in the live chat. I think you should stick with one channel, in my opinion. Because I am literally on here every day. This one. Is your football channel going good for you, Josh? I'll keep it up, mate. I mean, yes, it's doing okay. When you're doing your food channel, Josh, right? It won't just be foods on there, Adam. You know, it'd be me talking about other topics, say for 60 plus seconds, where that it could be anything, you know. Obviously not football related, because everything football related we would just do on here at the end of the day. So that's if my community wants that, of course. Plenty time for the poll to turn around yet, people. True, yeah. Do you watch Blue Fan Man, Josh, mate? Especially when he's trying the new McDonald's burgers or KFC burgers. Yes, that's when I watch him the most. He's a great guy, he is, the Blue Fan Man. Yeah, I like the Blue Fan Man. Obviously, Mr. Josh DJ Football Channel continues, and yeah, we'll wait and see. It depends what you guys vote at the end of the poll. So will you be doing the watch along tomorrow? I mean, if it was all on one channel, it would definitely lighten the load. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, I started an F1 channel as well, but literally, you know, up until now, I've been doing quite well running the 3 channels. So then I realised it was starting to get hard to work. So that's why I asked my community where they'd like to see my, excuse me, F1 videos. And most of you voted from my main channel. So that's why they all moved back over to here. Dave is his name. Yes, that's right. Yep. Leicester City fan. Hang on. Solo layout. Let's try that. Yep. Full screen that. What happens if I full screen that, people? That looks good, doesn't it? That looks very good. Yep. Look at that background. Look, there are some legends on that background. There really are. So, yeah. But the game itself is absolutely huge. It really is. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. So, wow. Oh, yeah, in the chat. Hang on, let's exit full screen a second. Wow. In the proper way, yep. That's it. If you want to see the football channel, you can. Because I can get it up on here, look. See, this is why it's a great idea asking you guys which channel you like to see my content on. Here it is, Mr. Joshy J Football Channel. We'll just get that up on the screen, guys. Full screen layout, here we go. We'll just full screen that. Here it is. So yeah, it's not doing too bad, you know. Hang on. That's actually in full screen mode at the moment. But yeah, it's on 256 subscribers, which that's not bad going. I mean, it's doing okay. Of course, I got some Chippenham Town content on there, and me talk about other football teams. But obviously, if the football channel poll should win, then it will continue as normal. But if my main channel wins, then obviously the football channel will stop, and we'll just talk about all football teams on this channel, whilst carry on with the F1 content and Save My Shirt reviews as well. We'll carry on as normal. So yeah, not much to change. So again, it just depends what you guys want at the end of the day. But the idea of being able to focus on one YouTube channel would be good to people. I'm not going to lie. You know, it would definitely lighten the load for me. It really would. You know, it make things. Yeah, that's me, Mob. I gifted you that membership, mate. Cheers to anyone who gave me the membership. It's me, mate. Yep. What's up, Mr. Joshy J? Big up to you, Mob. Bosh. Big up, mate. Man United, Josh, mate. Hope they do not let all the Man United fans down. Exactly. Huge game, Adam. What would you do if you get 100 views in one stream? I mean, I've got over 100 views before Daylight Sorting in the stream. Yeah, quite a few times. But yeah, big up to every single one of you lying and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. So if you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as I upload plenty of Manchester United content on this YouTube channel. And please subscribe as well. As the football channel is still in operation for now, but, you know, like I said, that it could change. If main channel wins the poll, obviously we'll be doing everything on this channel. But if the football channel wins the poll, we'll be doing non-Manchester United related stuff on the football channel. Here we go. This is what we want. So yeah, I'm getting familiar with the PC settings. You should make a short video. YouTube channel. Yep. A lot of Man City and Liverpool fans will be rooting for Tottenham. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Joshy J Football Channel. Yeah, of course they will, because obviously they're Manchester United's bitter rivals at the end of the day, aren't they? Actually, Adam Dar, he actually said he would be very respectful to me. He won't cook me because I'm a real Manchester United fan. Big up to AK, you know. Of course, he's on my channel the other night. And that was so fun. It really was, honestly. What are you going to do in the football channel? You don't win. I'm not really thought about that, but you know, I either turn my football channel into a shorts channel or the F1 channel into a shorts channel. You know, one of them would definitely be turned into a shorts channel. Yeah, besides you, but he definitely wants to cook at Touchline. Oh yeah, Touchline. Let's have a look what he's been up to recently. Tottenham must not beat you 4 times like Barcelona did against Real Madrid. Yep, absolutely, I agree. All Manchester United to win because I hate Spurs. Well, of course you do. You're a Chelsea fan, downright sorting. Absolutely. Let's have a look. Touchline facts. Touchline facts, here we go. Let's have a look. Let's see what he's been up to. Of course, for now I am subbed, but I haven't watched a lot of him. I've commented on a couple of his videos. Here we go. So if I get that up on the screen again, we can have a look. Don Robbie nerd, he's going to have it both ways tomorrow. Yep, absolutely. Just get that up on the screen, guys. So I'd like to see what he's been up to. Touchline facts, here we go. Share, here we go. Let's get up in the chat. Touchline facts, here we go. We must win. Man United, you must... final. I obviously I won't play it on here, but we could play it in the background on my phone, on my personal phone. So yeah, you know, with all the, because you won't get copyrighted for audio only. So I mean, obviously I've watched a few of my videos on here, but they're my videos at the end of the day. So of course I'm not going to get copyrighted because it's my own content. But yeah, touchline facts. Let's have a listen to what he's been saying in the background, shall we? We'll stop sharing his screen in a second. Touchline facts. Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen. His preview. Yeah, just saw it on his channel. Right, let's see. Right.
Manchester United, you must. We must. Together, we must win. This means more. This means everything. There is no way we can operate in the realms of what happens if we don't win. There is no way we can leave tomorrow night in Bilbao without the trophy in hand, without a victory, and without European football next season. This game means a lot more than just the trophy. We must, as a football club, as players, to salvage, not only just so many reasons, to salvage what's gone on in the season, for next season, for the project and the process and all that buzzword bollocks. For next season, as I say, to be in Champions League football, to get the money to spend, to go buy some top quality players, we must, and most importantly, we cannot lose another European final. That would be, I believe, Champions League 09, Champions League 2011, Europa League 2017, we won, so that's 2 out of 3.
Unfortunately, in them years, we came up against a very good Barcelona team. Obviously, Pepe Guardiola was manager and Leo Messi was landing the minerals. So, yeah, Barcelona's team back then, wow, unbelievable. I mean, both of the times we played quite well against them, but, you know, unfortunately, they're too good for us.
Super Cup 2017 lost us 3 out of 4. We lost Europa League 2021. So what, 4 out of the last 5 European finals? I could have missed one. Maybe I'm wrong. 4 out of the last 5 European finals, Manchester United have lost. We cannot lose 5 out of 6 European finals. We must deliver our 9th European trophy. And most importantly, we cannot lose to an English side. We cannot lose to Tottenham Hotspur FC. This game means so much for so many different reasons. Manchester United have to deliver. I want to see from minute 1 to minute 90, you after every tackle, every first ball, every second ball, third ball, fourth ball, fifth ball, sixth ball, seventh, eighth, ninth, I do not want to see one head drop. I do not want to see Garnacho stick his tongue out once. I do not want to see Bruno Fernandes wave his arms in the air at the referee once. I want to see them focused. I want to see the players locked in. I want to see the players die on that pitch. I want to see them die for the trophy. I want to see them fight, 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 fight. This has to be a win. There is no element in... Why is my hair on a lot? There is no element in which we can lose this game. Now, you're all probably asking, what is the starting 11 I would go with? You're all probably wondering my predictions, if you haven't noticed them already, if you haven't found them already from my previous videos and watch-alongs. Don't worry, I'm going to get into it. I'm just delivering the message. This game means so much. Hermano, yeah? Hermano, yeah? Vamos, yeah? You understand that? We got to fucking win. Yeah, we cannot lose to another European final. We cannot not get European football next season, and we cannot lose to fucking Spurs in the European final. There's so much on the fucking line, so much pressure, so much magnitude, and that's exactly why we are going to deliver the trophy. Now, starting 11, that's who I'm going with. Onana in goal, because Bayenda's trash. 2 cheeks of the same arse, I know, except...
I mean, both of them are absolutely abysmal. Onana and Bayender. Let's get it right. Bayender, he does catch the ball slightly better, but his kicking out is absolutely abysmal. Let's get it right. And Andre Onana just cannot seem to catch the ball to save his life.
This cheek is a bit better. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's have it right. He's a bit better. Yeah?
Oh, but Johnny Mimbres, let's have it right.
His record in European finals is terrible, though. I believe he's played 2 and lost 2. He's not won a European final yet. They say there's a first time for everything. Bash. Mazraoui is centre-back. I don't care. Dalot's apparently fit. We're going to get into that. I don't care. Yeah? You cannot not put him at centre-back. Not because he's not good at right, but wing-back. He's just our best centre-back. And I believe we're going to need him. We're going to need him to lock down that left-hand side. We're going to need him to completely isolate and take Sonny out of the game. And he is the only player possibly capable on that right-hand side for us to do that. You cannot play him at wing-back, in my opinion. He has to play as a centre-back. Maguire is central centre-back. Listen, Maguire's had decent moments in the Europa League. He scored against Porto. He scored the winner against Lyon. He's had decent moments. Yeah? But it's not ideal. We would all prefer, much prefer De Ligt to play. In my opinion, I think we could all agree that we'd much prefer De Ligt to play at centre back for his in the box movement up against Solanke. And I am a bit worried about this because I do think Solanke could get the better of Maguire in 1 or 2 scenarios in this game, which could lead to a goal. However, Maguire believe in yourself, mate. You've been in big games before. Yeah, now it's your first time to win a European trophy. Yeah, prove the doubters wrong, mate. Prove the doubters wrong. Yeah, make sure you deliver. Just work out Solanke's weaknesses. Be on him like, yeah, I'm saying, I can't think of an analogy, but stick onto him, bruv, like a bit of fucking super glue and just get into him, yeah? Brexit him. You understand me? Brexit him. Yeah, that's what you fucking do. Brexit the cunt. Yeah, you understand that? Right, you're right, left centre back.
Oh, brutal. Saying that's very brutal. Wow.
As I said, yeah, better than Van der Ven, world class potential centre back. No, I really don't know what world class means, but I'm just talking, right? Euro, you fucking start, mate, yeah? The boy, he's some boy. He's locking down that right hand side. We need that recovery pace because of one or two things. Brennan Johnson and his back post movement is one thing I'm scared of.
Yeah, Lenny Euro, he's actually looking quite decent recently. You know, he's playing a lot better. I mean, let's have it right here.
Which we're going to get to Spurs team. That is one thing I'm worried about this game. One thing I think will probably happen is Brennan Johnson scores from a back post tapping. I believe they're going to get the ball across the box or a cutback or something like that. Euro has got the pace to match Brennan Johnson. He just needs to be on it. He just needs to be switched on. He just needs to be told, watch the movement of Brennan Johnson. He's very good at getting himself into a position for a goal. Just watch the movement. Be there. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. Yeah? Stand strong. Euro, we know he is. He's fit. He's been confirmed fit. He's back in training. He's going to start. Right wing back, you're probably asking, why are you starting Dorgu at right wing back and Dallo at left wing back? That is because I saw that Dorgu and Ahmad link up very, very well on the right hand side against Bilbao. I'd like to see a bit more of that. Listen, if it's 30 minutes in and it's not going well, swap them. Put Dallo back on the right, put Dorgu back on the left. But I would start the game with Dorgu at the right wing back and Dallo at left wing back. Personally, because I would like to see the link up between Ahmad and Dorgu. They seem to be on the same wavelength. They seem to do 1-2s. They seem to really cause Bilbao problems when Ahmad came on that pitch and Dorgu went onto the right wing back. So I'd like to see that again, in my personal opinion. Now,
Ahmad is landing the men roles, and so is Bruno Fernandes this season. I mean, let's get it right here. Literally, them two have been our star players this season.
This is where the game is won or lost. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. If there was ever a time, yeah, for you guys to turn up in another big game for us, yeah, you've done it before. Both of you have done it before. You know what I mean? Casemiro has done it almost every big game he's played for Man United. You know what I'm saying? He's turned up in. Bruno Fernandes has done it. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno Fernandes was there with us in, was it Vedinsk? Was it Vedinsk? It was in Poland, wasn't it? The last European final. I could be wrong. He was there, though, in the COVID season when we lost the European finals to Villarreal and penalties. He was crying after the game. Now it's time for you, Bruno Fernandes, to step up as captain of Manchester United. It's now time for you to shut up and get up and play up. Yeah, now time for you to deliver that European trophy. Deliver your third major honour in that Manchester United shirt.
I mean, Bruno Fernandes, the last few games and that, he has not been performing his best. I don't know whether he's a bit worn out, but yeah, he's looked a bit off it. So hopefully he's just taken all in his energy for the final. Fingers crossed, because we need him to land some minerals.
Casemiro, this game to you is nothing, but to us it's everything. Yeah, you have got to deliver, and I believe you will deliver me this trophy. Yeah, you're going to be up against a very, 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 very fragile, weak-minded Spurs midfield. So you two have got to be on it. You are our two most clutch players, arguably our two best players when you're both on it. So you don't have to deliver. Do you understand that? Front three. Now, this is where people are going to look at me and go a bit funny. Obviously, I don't think anyone really cares about Garnacho and Ahmad. I think everyone knows they're going to start. But you're probably looking at it going, Mason Mount at striker? Yeah. I would put Mason Mount at striker. You cannot play Rasmus Højlund in this game. He will play Rasmus Højlund, but I'm going, me personally, I wouldn't do that. Why? Because Strength-wise, Højlund's not going to do anything against Van de Ven and Romero anyways. Neither is Mason Mount.
I mean, literally, I am shell-shocked how Mason Mount has turned things around. It's absolutely unbelievable. And long may it continue as well. I mean, big up to Mason Mount, yeah. He is landing the damn minerals recently. And he should definitely start this game because if he's in, say, the number 10 position or maybe playing up front, he could score maybe 1 or 2 goals. So, yeah, I definitely would give him a go at the start.
And they're both not going to. But at least Mason Mount, he can get on the end of one of those crosses for a tap-in. He's got good movement. He's got good anticipation of when the ball's going to drop. He can strike a ball. He can finish. There's certain aspects to Mason Mount's game that he could at least get a goal. He could get an assist. He could do something. He could do a little link-up. That type of thing. Whereas Rasmus Højlund, he's going to get absolutely bullied all game. And he's not going to have the anticipation of where a ball's going to drop. And he's not going to get in one of those crosses. And he's not going to do anything with link-up. So what's the point? It's basically playing with 10 men. You must start Mason Mount. And Garnacho and Ahmad, personally, I think Mainoo's a better player than Garnacho. I think this game, though, suits Garnacho more. If he can actually deliver against Spurs, because he's been awful in almost every game he's ever played against Spurs, which is kind of annoying because this game should suit him because he's going to get more space. So he better deliver for me. He better deliver. But yeah, Garnacho, as I say, in that left 10 role, he'll have a lot of space. He'll be just run.
17 needs to jog on. Seriously, I've had enough of that fraud.
Around, just cause havoc. Just whatever you do, just get your head down. If you have to get your head down, kick and run, and just cause absolute mayhem to that back line. Stretch it open, crosses into the box, find a way, just keep creating, and eventually the chance will drop and we will find a way into the back of the net. Now, getting on to the Spursy starting 11. Vicario in goal. Porro at right back is a weak link. He will definitely leave space for Garnacho to do something. Whether Garnacho does something or not, that's another story. But he will definitely leave the opportunities for Garnacho to do something. Romero and Van de Ven, solid centre-back partnership. Let's have it right. They are solid. However, they can be got at. Van de Ven's positioning like great, and Romero loses his head a lot. Udogie at left back. Ahmad plays a bit more centrally, but I don't think Udogie could get near Ahmad on his day. Nowhere near. Udogie is also a foul merchant. He's a walking yellow card. But yeah, Udogie is a decent player. I think their backline is quite decent, to be fair, in terms of personnel when it's fully fit. I think their system is one of the main reasons why they concede so many goals. I don't think they've got bad personnel there. But yeah, midfield, though, this is where the weak link is because Kulusevski and Madison and Bergvall, who are arguably their 3 best starting midfielders, are all injured, which is perfect. The stars are aligning for us. And you look at that. Bentancur, Basuma, who's probably still, it's Bilbao. Maybe he's took a trip to Ibiza on the way here just so he can sit there at the day clubs or whatever, sit there with a balloon out, mate. Bit of helium in that. Yeah. Bentancur in midfield as well. Again, that guy is a walking injury. He always ends up with a concussion or some type of injury. Yeah. And again, these two are both walking yellow cards. Basuma's getting booked. He's getting booked. Now, Odobert in set to 10. I don't know what they're going to play in a 10. I don't even know if they're going to play with a 10. He's talking about playing Porro as a 10. I don't know. I've just gone with Odobert for now. I don't know. Maybe he'll put Son in the 10 and he'll put Tell on the left. Maybe he'll put Tell in the 10. I don't know. Personally, I don't know who they're going to go with in the 10. So I just went with Odobert. I personally don't know. Either way, I'm not worried about any of the players they play in the 10 personally. Humans on the left. This is why Mazraoui has to be played because Mazraoui played against him a few times this season. And he's locked him up, bruv. He locked him up in that 1-0 game, I believe. Yeah, the 1-0 game. He locked him up completely. Son did not have a great game. He just don't give Son a second to breathe. Don't give him the time to cut inside. He's not really that great in one-on-one, is he, Son? He can't really take his man on. He's not got electrifying pace anymore. He's just an elite finisher, left foot, right foot. So you just don't give him time. You just don't give him space.
Because he's missing his mate Harry Kane.
Brennan the Rock Johnson. This is the player I'm worried about. And you could sit there and go, why are you worried about Brennan Johnson? Because his movement is very, very good. And he can get on the end of one of those chances for a back post tap in, which is what I believe he will do. I believe Spurs will score a goal in this game. And I do believe it will come from him. I do believe he will score goals. He will score a goal. I believe hit a back post tap in, whether it be a cross from Son, whether it be a cross from Udogie, whether it's a cutback, what it is, someone is going to put the ball into a dangerous area and he's going to be on the end of it, I believe. We have to limit him as possible. On the ball, he's not that great. He's not going to fucking, nutmeg 5 players. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not Neymar. He's not going to dictate play. He's very, very limited on the ball. But it's his movement and that 1 or 2 touch finish that he can do that I'm worried about. Solanke, Dominic, no Lanky. As I say, listen, if De Ligt was playing, I wouldn't be worried at all because De Ligt's in the box movement. Maguire's playing, I'm worried. I am worried. But I would like to see how Maguire deals with it. Personally, I think Solanke's going to be best when he drops deep and links up. I don't think Solanke's going to score unless he get a penalty or something like that. I don't think Solanke's going to score personally. I don't want to jinx anything, touch wood. I think he's going to be best when he drops deep and does the link up, and that might draw a centre back or a midfielder out of position, and then someone's going to make a run in the. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. That's what I would worry about with Solanke. That's what I would keep my eye on for him. And let me know what you lot think in the comments. I'm going with a 3-1 Manchester United. I believe we're going to go 1-0 down. I'm going to bring it back and win 3-1. I'm going for maybe 2-1. 2-1 United. 2-1 United.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well.
I'm sticking with 3-1. 3-1 United. We're going to go 1-0 down.
Make out your minds then.
Let me know what you lot think in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. Watch along tomorrow, starting, I believe, 20 minutes before kickoff. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the notifications.
There we go. Yep, so that was Touchline Facts. This Manchester United fan. Here we go. Oh gosh, wow. You guys are going insane in the live chat. Nor do I, Adam. I don't want D-Lap. No chance, mate. Adam Partridge. Yeah, it's both. The video that I'm working on Premier League, which released out next Sunday, feel free to use it. 100% permission. Thank you. Cheers, mate. I'll have a little think about it, or I might just play it in the background. Yep. I love Johnny, the Chelsea fan. Do you, Josh, mate? Johnny Minerals. Yes, I do. Oh, Lucky. Big up to you, Lucky. As manager, glad we're treating Tottenham as good counter-attack team. Yep. We're fully aware of Tottenham. I mean, the high line they play, we could expose them. We really could at the end of the day. We want what I would do. 17, Ahmad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes, Patrick Dorgu, Manuel Ugarte, Casemiro. That's not a bad lineup, actually, mate. We have trap midfield Tottenham, absolutely. I would start Garnacho, Amadiano, Bruno Fernandes, Patrick Dorgu, Manuel Ugarte, Harry Maguire, Lenny Euro. Yeah, I would do that. Good prediction, mate. Make them go left side of the pitch. Rasmus Højlund's answer personnel, I would not start. Yeah, maybe play Mason Mount up there or something, because he could do a better job. Rather, you go Garnacho, Ahmad, and yeah, with that one. We need to shut down Son, Brunel, and Johnson. Yeah, but we do. Yeah, you're right. Game day, mate. Yes, Hayden Cox. Huge, mate. We need them to go there. Goal. Massive game for your football club. Yes, huge. Literally enormous. Hayden Cox. It all comes down to this, mate. It really does. But, yeah. We must trap the Tottenham midfield. Both teams are, shocking this season. We know how they beat us 3 times this season. Are you going to get your wooden swing ready? Yes, of course I am. Need to plug in my phone, guys, because it's about to run out. Not good. Oh, and a bit of salt bomber here. Is that right? Come on. Hang on. Oh, didn't quite have it in right. There we go. Cool. Now it's going to be awkward to stand up because it's on charge, but that's okay. No worries, guys. It is downright sorting. Absolutely, mate. 100%. Literally, real talk. Daniel is mad. How got that 1-0 stadium? They were awful that one day. Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Here we go. Just right. Big up to every single one of you. Just getting to the top of the comments because that is the end of tonight's show, people. I hope you've enjoyed that. So I'm just going to say big up to everyone in the live chat. I will be going live for a live watch along. So, yep. Do join me for that. Big up to Michael.ChelseaFC. Big up to Outlaw. Big up to Denley15. Big up to Hayden Cox. Big up to Adam Partridge. Big up to Adam Dart 2025. Big up to Lucky. And, yep. Who else is there as well? Just going to double check. Make sure I've not missed out on anyone. Big up to Mob Boss as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, people, I think. Big up to Daniel 814. Night, Josh, mate. Yep. Good night, Adam. Cheers for being part of the show as always. Chelsea finished 7th in the Conference League again. That competition makes you feel sick being in the Conference League. Yep. I agree. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, let's see what happens, people. And don't forget, Glazers out, Ineos out, and brown envelopes in the bin as well. Bye-bye. We're out of here, people. Laters.